Hey everyone, now that I'm back home, I want to show you and demonstrate the water purification system that I used while I was out in the woods. Obviously the largest item that you see on the table is the 5-gallon water bucket that I used, and obviously there's a hole in the bottom of the bucket. Starting to the left in the rear is the black 1-micron filter I used attached to the water hose. In front of that is the rope that I used to secure this purification system to the tree. And then this item here is a nipple. This item here is a reducer. This item here is a flexible washer. And this item here is a faucet extension. A faucet extension, that is. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this as to how you assemble this thing together. What you're going to do is, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your faucet extension and you're going to drill a hole in the bottom of the bucket. Now the wall of the bucket is thick enough to where this shoulder piece right here will not pull through, but yet it's flexible enough to where when you do tighten it up, it's going to form a seal around that shoulder. So when you drill the hole in the bucket, you want this thing to fit just so snugly that there's not much slack going up and down or back and forth. You can see that's in there pretty firm. Okay? Now the way that you assemble your water purification system here is that I have the faucet extension here, and I'm going to take the rubberized washer, I'm going to put it on there, and then I'm going to take the bolt that goes to the faucet extension, and I'm going to put this on here, but I'm not going to tighten it up. I'm going to just spin it on here until it gets close to the bucket. Okay? The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the reducer and I'm going to put this on next. The reason why I do this is because when you tighten up this section to the bucket, you're actually turning the reducer in the opposite direction in the way that you would tighten this. Okay? Because by tightening the reducer, you're turning it clockwise. Hence, when you tighten this to the bucket, you're going to turn the faucet extension, because if you turn the bolt, you're going to bind the washer against the bucket and then it's going to leak. So we're going to set all this up first. So the reducer is on, then the nipple goes on next. So now I've got the nipple tight to the reducer is tight to the faucet extension, and now you're going to see that I'm going to spin the faucet extension in the opposite direction of tightening up the nipple and the reducer, and I'm going to turn it slightly just so you can see that. And to prevent the washer from binding, I'm going to turn the faucet extension from the inside, and I'm going to hold the bolt here so the washer doesn't bind. You see how I'm doing that? And therefore the pressure is coming from the inside, not being spun or not binding the washer that's going to seal the hole so no water will drip from the bottom of this system. So now once you have this part set up, it's very easy. All you have to do is take your water hose with your 1-micron filter and simply attach it to the nipple, and obviously you're going to push that on there, okay? And then the end of your hose is going to go into your reservoir tank, okay? And then, as you saw in the video, the rope that I used here is you're just going to hang this from the tree, and obviously this is a gravity feed system, so it's actually really easy to set up. The total cost of all these parts here was about maybe $12 to $15. The bucket was $5, and that does come with a lid. And the most expensive part to this was obviously the 1-micron filter, which was $40. Now you can buy these systems already all intact, but they are kind of pricey, anywhere between $80 to $120 online, or you can make it yourself for about $30 to $40 less. So there you have it. There's my water purification system, and it worked fine, and I didn't have any bowel problems while I was up practicing survival in rustic camping. So there you have it. It's real simple and pretty straightforward.